Grand blessings, grand risings, beautiful people. I hope that everyone is doing amazing on today. I was meditating and during that meditation, I started thinking about pain and what pain does to us as human beings. You hear, a lot of sayings in regards to pain, like turn your pain into power, turn your pain into purpose. And I do believe that all of those sayings and beliefs have their place. But a lot of times people don't teach us or tell us what are the symptoms of pain, how pain shows up. And we don't know. But having studied human behavior for quite some time and having to deal with my own pain and helping people to filter their pain, there are core triggers or core symptoms of how pain shows up. It shows up as bitterness, resentment, hate, PTSD, trauma, jealousy, envy, unhappiness, passive aggressive. There are many symptoms of pain. And a lot of times we don't even know that these symptoms, pain, anger, hate, resentment, jealousy, unhappiness, is even associated with pain, because we tend to normalize pain in our lives. This particular thing happened to me. I don't deal with it. I don't, try to find methods in order to release it. And so the pain just sits in the body. And because our bodies were not designed to carry this type of negative energy, it starts to come out in other ways. It starts to show up in other ways. Sarcasm, because I didn't filter the pain. I always tell people that, and I learned this in therapy, the negative emotions are the symptoms. They're not the cause of the pain. Pain will cause us to be withdrawn. Pain will cause us to not want to be around people. Pain will cause us to isolate ourselves. Pain will cause us to think that it is okay to live in this state. If you're listening to this video, I will put a couple of appetizers on the table posed as questions. Why are you still holding on to the pain? What does the pain do for you? And why is it hard to let it go? A lot of times it's hard to let pain go because we feel justified in it. We we feel like the way that we've been wronged haven't been made right yet, and we're waiting on that person to apologize or say they're sorry or own up to what they did. But what if they never do? Are you really comfortable with living in this state of pain, emotional pain? Let me be more clear. For the rest of your life? I don't like necessarily using the term let it go. I prefer using the term release it, but in this context, I would recommend, I would compel you to let it go. Especially if it's been years. Because the more that we live in that state, the more that we create our body to become toxic, and diseases are easily, manifested in our bodies, because we're incubating this pain that's showing up as anger and resentment and bitterness. I don't have a one-trick pony of how you ultimately do that. I have a blue jay vibrating with me. I don't know how you do that. I don't. But I would ask that you really make it your priority to let it go. Because I'm telling y'all, in the end, it won't be worth it. And I think the other caveat to that is that you're holding this pain, this emotional pain, for whomever or multiple people. And the reality is that it's not in their body, it's in your body. So you're only causing damage to you emotionally and physically. There are holistic beliefs that says negative emotions will make you sick. This blue jay keeps coming so close to me. But you don't have to believe me. I just know that it's not worth it. And it may feel like it may seem like it, but I am telling you, it is not worth it. It is not worth it. Let it go. Let it go. Because the reality is you may never get an apology. The reality is it may never go the way that you think it should go. And the best thing that you can do for you is to set yourself free. Forgive yourself for the choices that you made. Forgive yourself for believing certain things that you believed. Forgive yourself for trying to make it work and it did not. Forgive yourself. I tell people forgiveness is for you. It has nothing to do with other people. Forgive yourself for holding on to it as long as you did. Real talk, I really had to come to a space, and my therapy really kind of helped cultivate this understanding for me. As I started to become clear about Alexis, sometimes we put expectations on people that we don't even have a right to put expectations on people. Just based on our culture and subculture and the way that we're taught, we create all of these rules and all of these things. And then when that rule isn't followed, or when that expectation isn't followed, Alexis, then you feel this way. But really, Alexis, did you really have the right to put that on that person? Because you were taught that this is the way that it was supposed to be. And I had to release it in love and light. And so I really try to live in this space where I don't put expectations on people. I really try not to live there. And not because I don't want to be hurt, not because, I'm trying to save myself from something. Really, because, Alexis, do you really have the right to do that? Do you really have the right? And I'm in this space. I can express to whomever what I feel. I can express to whomever my point of view. But at the end of the day, it's their choice. It's their choice. And learning or practicing not putting expectations on people really created this other extension of happiness for me. And I don't walk around and say, "Oh, I'm not going to put expectations on people." It's not a part of my thought process like it was before. You say you're going to do something, you don't follow through. I just know that's where you are. And I don't have to make up an excuse or make up anything. And then I get to decide, how do I want to move forward in this? Maybe I can't depend on that person for that particular thing. So I don't put myself in that space with them anymore. Still be friends, still hang out, still do whatever. But I know that this is an area that they're not clear about within themselves. It has nothing to do with me. Let it go. I'm telling you. Let it go. Ashe, beautiful people. Until next time. Bye-bye.